question is the road to becoming a female sports presenter tougher than anchoring in general? One big challenge that I see is that we as women in India in general don't play so much sports. That's why we sort of lack the required knowledge, and neither do we follow it as much. So one of the biggest challenges was for me to actually learn every sport, and I have gone through various sports. I started with hockey, then I went to kabaddi, then I did the NBA, then I did the Olympics, the Asian Games, cricket. So I shifted between a lot of sports. I'm doing WWE now. So I think the biggest challenge for us when we grow as women in this country that we're not exposed to watching and playing a lot of sports. Number one. So that makes it challenging. But number two, the challenge is that because we've not done it, I think there is a bit of a stereotype that being a woman, maybe you don't have so much knowledge about the sport, so you have to battle that stereotype. But the only way you can battle it is just being good at your homework. That's about it. So yeah, it is a little more challenging than anchoring in general because knowledge is the prerequisite here. If you work on it, it's all cool. So I've been asked which is my biggest professional achievement, and it is 2019 Cricket World Cup and the Olympics 2021. And I have to tell you that the 2019 Cricket World Cup exposed me to a world that I had never seen before, and I was exposed to the entire life of how cricket runs, what it is to be like with the Indian cricket team, and let me tell you, it was a dream. And the Olympics, I learned about life stories of all the Olympians. It was so challenging that I became a better person as I came out of the bio bubble. The question is, what was my childhood dream? If not anchoring, what was it? So, as I was growing up, I really wanted to be an astronaut to begin with. But when I grew a little more older, especially when I came to my engineering days, during my engineering, I did a lot of other things apart from engineering as well. That I did a lot of debates and I did a lot of extempores. And I realized that I love going to these things is because I just love stage, and I love it when people applaud for me when I do a good job. So my dream always was to do such a great job that people applaud. And I think I'm living it. I just have to keep getting better, so that the applause is keep rising. The question is, who do I look forward to interviewing from the sporting fraternity, and why is that? The answer is very simple. It is MSD. My name is Dhon is because I've never had a chance to interact with the man. Also, I come from a city, so I'd love to tell him that, and I have to tell him that he's contributed so much to Ranchi, that a city that was not known before, now because of him is on the global map. So number one, that, and number two, I really want to know what goes behind that brain. I've seen it in a number of interviews. I've of course seen a lot of his interviews, but to get that information firsthand is going to mean something to me. So I think I'm really looking forward to that interview someday.